All right, everybody, welcome to the channel today. I'm Richard. We're going to go over some details on about what we're going to use in this truck to really get that 2,000 horsepower. So we are doing it turbocharged. So there's one of the turbochargers down there. It's twin turbo, but this is pretty powerful little package here. So if we look at this, we have, this is a 351 Windsor. So it is a dart block. It has a scat billet crank in it, or it's forged, it's billet forged heavy duty crank. We've got the good alternator in it. We've got a adjustable belt drive on the front of it. We've got an ATI super damper on it. We've got the Hall effect pickup for the that's going to be an FT600 that's on this. We got a mechanical fuel pump drive right there. That is a good heavy duty block. Those are Dart Pro 1 heads, and they have shaft rockers on it. So we're going to be good for, 8,000 horsepower is not a problem. We got all this room up here in the front. This is all going to be chromoly, all the roll cage and everything coming out of the car. It's all going to be chromoly, so that's going to keep it a little bit lighter. There's not going to be a lot up here, but we are using a factory bumper cover here. And here's some of the parts, just so you know. We're using good parts, we're just doing it at a good price. Billet CVR water pump. There's a high torque mini starter. We got both those at deals. There's our fuel cell for the front. We may put it in the back. There's our water tank for the intercooler. There's one of the VS Racing turbos. That's good for like 1,100 horsepower right there. We've got a 4-link. This is a heavy duty big for like a, not quite Pro Mod, but close to it. It's the next step down, and it's adjustable, so we can actually raise that 4-link up and down in the car to put big tire or small tire. QA1 double adjustable. That's what the shocks on the front and the rear are on this. Also, these were Willwood disc brakes as well that went onto the factory spindles. And there's double adjustable coilovers underneath there that fit with the stock control arms. And that literally is a stock control arm right there. Moving on to the rear end. This is a Strange rear end, built by Strange, ordered direct from them. It's got the good heavy duty housing. We actually went nodular on that because the nodular housing is actually stronger. The center section, it's about 12 to 18 pounds heavier than the aluminum versions they do. But this is really stronger than the aluminum version. So aluminum expands and contracts, not near as hard as that. There's our front wheels are built specialties. There's the rear wheels, that's built specialties as well. Where we saved a bunch of money on these, we went ahead and went bead locks, but we only did single bead locks. So we got bead locks on the outside. We don't want the tire coming totally off the rim. Not sure if we're going to run tubes or anything in that yet, but it does not have the bead lock on the inside of that wheel. But that saves us almost $2,000 just in the wheel package. So that's some of the things that we're doing on that. We got our fiberglass hood. That's about the only thing that's fiberglass on this truck. It's going to be that hood. Everything else is going to be metal. It's going to be the steel. It's going to be the chromoly. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, that's kind of what we got going on there. So just so you know, that's kind of what we got going on with that. So guys were a little bit concerned. We say that kind of horsepower, and they said, well, you can't do that. You can't do it on that budget. We've already bought most of these parts. We actually know what we already have in the pricing on this stuff. So that's the reason we can kind of say we're confident that we could build a car for that. So anyways, I wanted to put that out as a teaser for you, just to kind of let you know that, hey, we are serious about doing this. And we're not putting cheap stuff in it. I mean, that's a 40 spline Strange. I maybe didn't say that. That's for setup for 40 spline axles. What I didn't pull out of the box is we have a sheet metal rear end housing, but we're actually building that ourselves. So we have a friend of ours has a narrowing fixture. They're going to loan us to do that, but we're going to do most of the fabrication ourselves. So again, I do have a TIG welder, so I save quite a bit of money doing the fab work, and Gary's really good at fabbing up stuff, so he does a lot of the hand fitting of all the tubes. He gets everything ready for us. So anyways, hopefully that answered a few extra questions there. A lot of guys are subscribing. They're set up to turn on the notifications, share it with your buddies, share it on the websites, on other Facebook pages with like S10 or even small tire classes and no prep stuff. So that's kind of what we're going after. So welcome, join us on this ride. We think we're going to have a really cool deal, and we're trying to give you some details. We're going to get into detail about the hardcore like fabrication and what we're actually doing on it. We're just trying to give you an overview of what's going on, trying to give you our direction where we're going, what kind of budgets we're going to be using, and what kind of parts we're going to be using to get that done. So anyways, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I'm going to post this here in a few minutes. I'm going to do a premiere, and if you sign up and watch the premiere, you'll be watching it when I watch it too. So thanks. Have a good day. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Thanks for watching.